All right, so guess what came in today? And I don't know how it happened, but let's just say I may or may not have accidentally, somewhat intentionally, but not really purchased a part for the car. I purchased the part for the car. Okay, it really wasn't intentional. So the story is, I may or may not have been on the IRP website and was like, hey, these shifters are cool. I wonder how much they cost. And then I put it in the cart, and the next thing you know, this just came to my door. I don't know how. I mean, it just, here it is. It's in the door. So like, we're gonna be installing it today. No, seriousness, I've been wanting one of these for a while. I didn't really plan on buying a shifter anytime soon. But long story short, I really did genuinely put it in the cart to see how much it cost to buy directly from them. And I kind of panicked because they have this like invoice system where you send it and then they send you an invoice and communicate it with you person to person, which is phenomenal. And I kind of felt bad, but at the same time I was like, you know, I've been holding this off for like 2 years, and it's not necessarily the weakest point in the car, but it definitely needs upgraded. I kept getting in cars that had these in them and I was like, dude, these are just too awesome. They just feel so great not to have in my car. So here we are. I'm going to be installing it today and we'll see and go from there. All right, so here we are, unbelievably crammed in the car. I always forget how tiny this car is. It doesn't help this light bar's here. Yeah, there we go. No, this is the stock shifter. It's been stock for a while. The only thing I did is like rebuild the bushings and stuff like that. So it's got like the brass bushings from like Miata or something like that. Pretty much start by removing the shifter and then getting the new one installed. I don't think it's really difficult to process. You can see my stuff's kind of ghetto as it is. I don't really have, I think that one snapped off in there and then that one snapped off in there, but it's a race car, so I wasn't too worried about it. So let's get this off and start from there. Let's get my little push to talk out of the way here soon. All right, let's get this out of the way. Hang that up over here. Stay. And let's get these little screws off. Oh, ow. All right, let's get this bad boy off. There's the brass bushing. So I'm gonna replace it with that. Set that down over here. There it is. I think you have to push this inward. I gotta double check the instructions, but I'm pretty sure you push that inward so it clears. All right, let's see which one. This one maybe? Yeah, this might work. Let's try this. All right, there's the pin. I didn't realize that it had a backing, kind of like a backing head like that. So what I was originally doing, I was taking the vice grip like this and I was squeezing behind. So obviously it couldn't go anywhere, so I was just pushing on nothing. But once I kind of put the vice grip on the lip here, the pin went straight in. So just note to self, don't put the vice grip completely behind because you're not gonna be able to push the pin. So now that the pin is clear, I believe we can install the shifter. So there's that. So when you push the pin out of the way, that basically, that's the throw distance, or not the distance, but that's the distance that the shifter can move left and right. This one has like adjustable ones, so that's why you have to push that pin back. You don't need the pin because you'll have adjustable kind of like left and right or wiggle room or whatever you want to call it. I took the rubber seal they provide you, or at least I guess the transmission seal. I already pre-put it around the shifter. That way it doesn't get in the way of sealing to the transmission. So all I gotta do now is throw it in there and yeah, should be good. Probably gonna be the hardest part is getting it all lined up. All right, so far the hardest part is this right here. This little bolt is being a little pain, but once you kind of get it all started, it kind of just starts to fall right in. So we're about done with this install here, but I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna get frustrated with this bolt. So just take your time. You'll get it eventually. There we go, see? Perfect. All right, cool. So I got the plate and the little rubber seal in. Like I said, I never had bolts on this side. You can see where they're broken. I might fix them. I don't know if I want to tap them out. It's just gonna be a pain. And maybe if I get a new chassis or I go to redo this again, I'll do that. But man, so far, like, this is just freaking, oh, it's so sick. I love it. Now I'm just gonna put the little stoppers on there and we'll be done. Now that I got all the 10s and stuff bolted down, basically I'm gonna adjust my stopping points to make a better, a more crisp feel. So right now I'm gonna put it in first. I kind of have to back this out here. Put it in first, about like that. And I'm going to, it's gonna be hard to see, screw this in till it barely puts any pressure on that piston coming out. And then you're gonna take a 7, a very tiny Allen key. I couldn't tell you what size it is because my little Allen key thing is pretty much missing those numbers. But you're gonna hold the Allen key in there and you're gonna tighten that down. So once you get this one, as you can kind of see, I'm not really putting a lot of pressure into that. It's gonna be hard to tell, but the first gear, once you kind of get that one adjusted, see where it's barely touching? I mean, it is, but it's stiff. No play. You're gonna go to reverse and adjust this one. Make sure you put this in reverse and not fifth, because then you'll lock yourself out of reverse. So once that's there, nice and solid, and you got both those locked down, your IRP shift lever is installed. And oh man, that is beautiful. I mean, this is, let me get my wheel here. Put the wheel on. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be nice. Just the level, it's so close. Oh, that's gonna be hard to see, but I mean, look how close. This is just so much better. I cannot wait to use this. From this to this versus this to this, that's such a big difference. And not only that, this thing is solid. Like, this thing has no play in it whatsoever. The other one, even with bushings, is kind of wiggly, but the first gear, look at that, nothing. Second, nothing. This is game changer, guys. This is gonna be a game changer. And there you have it, IRP shifter installed. And I'm honestly disappointed that I waited this long. I mean, things happen, but I'm obsessed with it. It's just, it looks good, it feels good, it's solid. You definitely get what you pay for. And the crazy thing is, guys, when I went to buy it directly through IRP, the fact that I ordered it Tuesday, and I don't know if this is just like a fluke, ordered it Tuesday, paid for standard shipping. Now these guys are coming out of Lithuania and to the US. So I'm like, you know, to be here, whenever, right? I got a tracking, I might have just hit them at the right time. I got a tracking number that same day. Now, usually they'll create a tracking number. Doesn't necessarily mean it's been shipped out of the warehouse, but it just means an invoice has been created and stuff like that. I ordered it Tuesday, and it got here Sunday. That is the most insane shipping from overseas that I've ever gotten. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 5 days. It took 5 days to get from Lithuania to here in one piece, perfect, through DHL. I can't thank you guys enough how fast it was shipped. I'm not getting paid to say this, obviously. They're not like sponsoring me or anything, but they were super friendly. They're probably some of the nicest, like the nice person I chatted with on the email, and I can't be more happy with the product. So guys, I cannot wait to do this. I cannot wait to put this thing on track. It's just, there's gonna be so much, there's so much to do, and thankfully I have some time to do it, but I'm excited to test it out. If you guys were interested in that coffee mug that you saw me drinking out of, the link will be in the description below from Spike Performance. As always, if you're interested in the hood louvers or the fender louvers, the link will be in the description below, also from Spike Performance. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the track.